NoEmotion, GoldMask production, the Godz. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13. My emotions eating me alive like a zombie. My dagger dick stabbed your mommy in the eye. It's my favorite time of the month all at once. We found vampires underneath the hidden tomb, burned alive because people lied about witches. Eventually had to admit I love misery. So scared to death I couldn't stay alive. Another night of making music with the evil dead. If I'm in control of the story, it's gonna be gory. I have rooms for rent in my Resident Evil. They found me by following the dead body parts. It's just the start of purging with the Overlord. Psycho with the psychology of King Kong. Come along for a walk in the woods past the midnight. Are you ready to consume some fright on a Friday night? What's your favorite blood type? Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th, chop you up and then put you back together. Let's be together, become my bride of Frankenstein. There's a deep story behind your taste for blood. Are you celebrating Lucifer's birthday with us? Your energy will never be wasted, only tasted. Lost in the fabulous world of Pan's Labyrinth. Listen to my elaborate plans to get away with murder. I had a dream of slashing tires and woke up in a bloody bed. Go ahead and spend the weekend in the wood in the cabin. I like to practice strangulation and insemination. I didn't know this was real, I thought it was a simulation. I was watching porno when a dead girl climbed out my TV. I picked up a hitchhiker and dropped him off in pieces. I'm selling headless arrangements from my prettiest victims. You're gonna be needing way more demons if you wanna drag me down to hell. Dracula taught me how to flip humans with a spatula. I'm more than happy to take you through the darkest places. Listening to the gospel of Nosferatu. I'm trying my best to stay alive, but my thoughts wanna bury me. Your skin would make such a beautiful lampshade. Crafting my own lambskin condom. Leave the zombie god. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th. Feels like Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th. 13th. Look at my mask, it's golden. Don't ask, who am I? NoEmotion. GoldMask production, the Godz. Yo.
Fuller_Pendleton_art on Instagram.